Graduate candidates, friends, family, and guests, my name is Patrick Burdick, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 36th commencement ceremony of the Chamberlain University College of Nursing, Columbus, Ohio campus. I would now like to introduce to you the Chamberlain College of Nursing 2022 graduate candidates. Graduates, please be seated. I'd like to take a brief pause just to remind everybody to please turn your cell phones to silent, just like in class. I'd now like to take a moment to recognize the commencement participants. Dr. Judith Kimshey Woods, President. Dr. Taryn Hill, President. Tara Crane, Associate Dean of Faculty. Sherry Francis, Associate Dean of Faculty. Dr. Hillary Falk, Faculty Member. Dr. Melissa Luton-Wilson, Faculty Member. Lisa Heston, Faculty Member. Mallory Park, Faculty Member. Dr. Tricia Parks, Faculty Member. Ashley Somm, Faculty Member. Today's keynote speaker is Paul McMillan. Please help me welcome our faculty, staff, and guests. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Judith Kimshey Woods, Campus President.
Thank you, Patrick. Dear graduates, deans, faculty, staff, and esteemed guests, it is my pleasure to start our commencement ceremony by congratulating each of you on achieving a very important milestone in your life, becoming an extraordinary Chamberlain registered nurse. A very remarkable woman, Shirley Chisholm, who was the first African-American congresswoman in 1968, coined a proverb, "Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth." Today begins your life of purposeful service to others as registered nurses, earning your privilege. Your service will take many forms, as there are hundreds of types of positions nurses can hold. You can help bring babies into the world or console a family who had just lost one, administer treatments, medication, encouraging words, and smiles. You'll prepare patients for surgery, feed, bathe, dress, and ambulate thousands and thousands of patients, men, women, children, throughout your career. You will be the one holding a hand, wiping a tear, and saying the last goodbye. There is no other calling greater than helping people in need. The nurse's role of caring for people from birth to death is noble and a great privilege. It is fulfilling life of service to others. I'm so proud of each of you. Go out into the world and make your mark, make a difference, as yours is a lifelong career. Remember, the nursing profession needs you, your intelligence, your knowledge, your creativity, and especially your voice. Nursing will evolve into what your generation and the generations after you envision it to become, so be bold. We are here to celebrate you and all the people who have helped you along the way. On behalf of the faculty and staff for Chamberlain College of Nursing, I thank you for choosing Chamberlain to accompany you on your journey. I commend you on your accomplishments and wish you success at the start of your new career and all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, President Kimshey Woods. It's with great pleasure that I would like to introduce to you this evening's commencement speaker, Paul McMillan. Paul graduated with a Baccalaureate of Science in Nursing degree from Chamberlain. He has spent over 10 years providing direct patient care, most of which has been in the critical care units. Paul has been a preceptor, shared governance chair, and has been recognized for finding unique ways to help patients by focusing on the human aspect of being a patient. One example was helping to coordinate 2 sick patients in different hospitals to get to the same location to pass away together. Paul previously served in the United States Army and then deployed to Iraq. As a veteran suffering from combat-related illnesses, Paul has advocated for veterans with similar illnesses. Paul recently worked with an advocacy group, Burn Pits 360, to pass legislation that would help these veterans get coverage by Veterans Affairs. Please help me welcome Paul McMillan.
Good evening, Chamberlain graduates, and congratulations, you made it. My name is Paul McMillan. I am a critical care nurse as well as a Chamberlain graduate BSN from our 3rd class. In addition, I'm also a veteran advocate, and I recently began serving on the congressionally directed medical research program. You all are about to see some awesome stuff. You're going to help people who have suffered traumatic illnesses take their first steps after these injuries. You'll help babies take their first breaths and see their parents for the first time. You're going to help families to cope with and make decisions for their loved ones that seem and feel unimaginable. That's a big deal. You're going to learn a lot about our customs and traditions, one of which we like to refer to as KPI. Some of those of you who work in the field might already be familiar with this custom, but for the moment, let's just let it suffice to say that I'm going to take a page from our own team right now, and I am using the timer on my phone to make sure that we don't go over the time. You're coming into healthcare during a hard time. We have a lot of problems, pay inequality, staffing, discrimination, and even facets of human trafficking that our systems are choosing to embrace instead of fight. I don't want you to feel like it's all going to be bad, because it's not. There's going to be a lot of amazing things that I just talked about that you're going to see, but our burnout rate is really high right now, so I just want to say a few things that will hopefully help it make it easier for you guys as we go through these changes that healthcare is going through right now. I want you guys to also stay in the field as long as you can, and I want you to love it the way I've been able to love it, and I think everyone else here has as well. I'm going to share a little bit about one of my stories just to share how systemic change is possible. This is a story about medical gaslighting that our Congress had very little interest in stopping. Gaslighting is especially important to me. As a combat veteran who served in Mosul during an intense time, I came home and I later started to show bizarre symptoms. It started with a vicious pneumonia that required open thoracic surgery, and later I started having gasping spells and turning blue. Fun stuff, huh? This sent me to the ER a few times, but my vitals were always normal, so I quickly learned that if you're a combat veteran and you have symptoms that no one else can explain, then there's only one possible solution: PTSD. Not so much. I didn't settle for that. After years of cautioning patients about the perils of Dr. Google, I had to go down that road myself. But after a lot of work, I was able to find physicians who could help me have real help, and that's provided me the ability to continue working at bedside over the last 4 years. As I've walked through this path, I've met many other veterans who have echoed this story. These veterans have all been told about how they're just crazy by their providers, and that the sooner they would realize that we're all crazy and stop bugging the doctors, the sooner that the doctors' lives would be better than us. So, in advocating with Burn Pits 360, we joined forces with the 9/11 first responders and actor-comedian Jon Stewart. We drafted a piece of legislation known as the Warfighter Bill that was meant to provide real care instead of just care on paper to our community. This was later merged into an omnibus bill called the PACT Act for short. I would give you the whole name of the PACT Act, but the KPI timer is still going. My nursing experience was helpful in fighting with this bill. The other veteran organizations were helpful, but they didn't understand the nature of the medical issues the way that we do. I was also able to take knowledge and experience from my career and use that to fight these obstacles and try and help my larger community. The crescendo of the story occurred over the summer when 25 senators decided to abandon our bill that they had previously passed, claiming that we had inserted some nefarious slush fund that didn't exist anywhere except for in their minds. We wound up having to camp out on the Capitol steps for close to a week. John focused the national media onto us as we publicly shamed them for their abandonment of us. On day 6, they broke. We watched from inside the chamber as the United States Senate, almost all of them, stampeded the podium to show that they wanted to support our bill and that they really do care about us. God willing, none of you are going to ever experience anything like your government deciding that once it's made you sick, they don't want to take care of you because it's not politically and economically convenient. But all of you will come to a problem sometime in your lives that you feel completely passionate about, and for many of you, it's going to be somewhere within our profession. You're going to run into administrators that are going to tell you this problem is too big and too complicated to fix. People will make you feel like you can't make a difference or that you're unreasonable for wanting to change. But you can change things for the better. You can be a force to be reckoned with. You can say, this isn't going to happen, not on my watch. Sometimes that process is messy, and it often involves a lot of creativity, but it can be done. Healthcare is heading in a challenging direction right now, but it can be righted. It can be taken from looking at patients as a business model and looking instead at people who need to be treated for their suffering. We have the power to get our teams to take their timers and turn them off and start dealing with the human suffering that's right in front of us. You all have worked incredibly hard to be here. I'm proud to meet you and welcome you to our family. You're going to see things that challenge you, but you're also going to see amazing things that come from serving others. Congratulations to all of you, and welcome to nursing.
Thank you, Paul, for those inspiring words to our graduates. I would now like to introduce Lenora Rembert, a graduate candidate of the BSN class, who will address her fellow graduates.
Thank you. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and the Chamberlain Columbus 2022 graduates. I am both honored and humbled to stand before you tonight for this joyous occasion. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank you, the family and friends, for all of your love and support throughout this journey. The sacrifices you have made on our behalf have paved the path to this significant milestone. Your commitment to our success is appreciated and will not be forgotten. The goal of Chamberlain University is to produce extraordinary nurses. I would like to attest that I am looking at the finest, soon-to-be extraordinary nurses. We are grateful to faculty and staff for your role in our success. Thank you, Lakeisha, for your smile and welcoming spirit that brightened our days. Professor Burdick, who helped us to transition from conceptual thinking to critical analyzation, all while using his witty, dry, and just shy of funny sense of humor. Dr. Falk, so meek, yet instilled the importance of maternal nursing with such conviction that half of the class aspired to become a maternal nurse. The instructions and lessons learned, both in and outside the classroom, will be invaluable in our careers. The intense classes and heavy loads illuminated our worth, just as heat and pressure bring forth the purest of gold and precious diamonds. As with gold and diamonds, we realized that this was a necessary process to bring us to an expected end, while not forgetting that we were valuable before this process even began. Thinking back to the first day of the program, the array of emotions, the excitement of embarking on a journey to become a registered nurse, wondering what the professors would be like, taking in all the different personalities, deciding where to sit, it's a lot like high school. Recall Dr. Luton beginning class sharply at 8 a.m., enforcing those high Chamberlain standards, and then endearingly asking us to look to the person to our left and to our right, and saying to them, "I will see you at graduation." At the end of the first day, we had a sense of relief. Little did we know that we were mere weeks from a pandemic that will alter the path of our nursing school. As the world struggled to cope with a pandemic, we managed both the strains of a pandemic and nursing school. As we, the students of this era, graduate and move into various nursing fields, the nickname of COVID-19 nurse befalls us. I concur with this sentiment. We are C, caring, courageous, creative, clever, capable, compassionate. We are O, open-minded, optimistic. We see challenges as opportunities to overcome. We are V, vibrant, versatile, and victorious. We are I, incredibly imaginative. We are ingenious, innovative, and inclusive. Who knew we'd be practicing skills on boxes that morphed into different body parts of the anatomy, forming towels into limbs, and gloves filled with cereal into hands? We embrace the individuality of others and use it as an asset. We do not discriminate based on race, religion, orientation, or age. D is for diligent, dynamic, and deserving. We work hard to invigorate our surroundings, and you are so deserving of being in the honorable field of nursing. 19 reasons to be proud to be a COVID nurse. So please look around at your fellow graduates and say, "I knew I see you here."
Thank you, Lenora. It's now time to begin the diploma ceremony. This is an important day for our graduates. I would like to invite Associate Dean of Faculty Sherry Francis to announce the Bachelor of Science degree graduate candidates.
Dear Bachelor graduates, will you please rise and line up in the hall to the right of the stage? Your usher will escort you. Our first Bachelor of Science graduate is Jessica Michelle Abston. Aisha Hassan Adam. Asha Abdi Ahmed. Caitlin Michelle Aiello. Matthew J. Brian Allard. Jennifer Ashley Austing. Chelsea Lynn Baisden. Deborah Johanna Bigley. Laura Lee Bishop. Courtney Michelle Coleman. Kristen Marie Zarnecki. Shalay Sade Dale. Sarah Druck. Aisha Fofana. Olivia Rose Guyton. Asia Lachey Hollingsworth. Morgan Sky Hopkins. Ikran Ahmad Hussein. Ridwan Ahmad Hussein. Jordan Nicole Jacobson. Ijabo Jama. Robert Regis Lamondi. Dorcas Yinfun Lee. Jose Martinez. Audrey Mary Elizabeth McCarroll. Haya Mohammed. Haley Diane Neal. Anne Marie O'Grady. Lenora Cherie Rembert. Diana Julia Olesh. Isra Shalash. Katie Smathers. Brianna Morgan Smith. Ashley Renee Thompson. Elizabeth Sarah Van Boven. Congratulations, Bachelor of Science graduate candidates.
I would now like to call Dean Tara Crane, Associate Dean of Faculty, and Dr. Judith Kimshi Woods, Campus President, to confer the degrees.
Okay, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Science in Nursing please rise? President Kimchi Woods, as Associate Dean of Faculty at Chamberlain University College of Nursing, and on behalf of the faculty, I hereby certify that these students have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree and recommend that they be awarded this degree.
Dear Crane, upon these recommendations and the authority vested in me by the Ohio Board of Nursing, the Chamberlain Board of Trustees, the Chamberlain's Provost, and I hereby confer upon these students the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the honors and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Please join me in congratulating these candidates. All graduates, turn your tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboard to signify that you are now graduate of Chamberlain University College of Nursing. Congratulations.
You can be seated. I would now like to ask Dr. Taryn Hill to introduce the Judith Kimshi Woods Caring Award.
Thank you, Patrick. Dr. Judith Kimshi Woods has been the president of Chamberlain University College of Nursing on the Columbus, Ohio campus for the past 13 years. During her 10-year anniversary celebration, the campus surprised her with the establishment of the Caring Award in her honor to be given to one student during each graduation ceremony. Dr. Kimshi Woods' nursing career spans 45 years of combined experience in staff nursing, education, research management, private practice as a pediatric nurse practitioner, and consulting. Educated as a diploma registered nurse in Haifa, Israel, and immigrating to the United States to pursue her career further, Dr. Kimshi Woods is a graduate of the Ohio University's BSN program. She also holds a master's and a doctorate degrees from The Ohio State University and an MBA degree from Franklin University. Dr. Kimshi Woods is a member of the Columbus Rotary and board member of the Cancer Support Community in Central Ohio. This Caring Award was created to recognize Dr. Kimshi Woods' dedication to the profession, her high standards of practice, her exemplary work ethics, and her care for students and colleagues as if they were her own family. The Judith Kimshi Woods Caring Award is given today to honor a student who exemplifies the characteristics of high standard of practice, work ethics, and care for patients and peers. The winner of the Dr. Judith Kimshi Woods Caring Award is Laura Bishop. Graduates, please rise. I would like to invite Dr. Melissa Luton Wilson to lead the Nurses Pledge.
I would like to invite all nurses to recite with me the Nurses Pledge, which is located on page 12 of your program. In the full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill in the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. Thank you. You may be seated.
You may be seated, please. Thank you, Dr. Luton Wilson. I would now like to ask Dr. Hillary Falk to deliver the alumni address.
Good evening, graduates. I'm so grateful to be here to welcome you into your Chamberlain Alumni Association. As a member of the Chamberlain Alumni Association myself, I know the kind of profound impact you will have on the lives of your patients. Today, as a Chamberlain graduate, you automatically become a member of the Alumni Association, and there are no dues or fees to belong. That's right, it's completely complimentary. The mission of the Alumni Association is to support you. Our goal is to continue the same support and care that you've received from Chamberlain since day one. Now that you've crossed this stage today, I invite you to take the next step to stay connected and become involved in the Alumni Association. We provide specific benefits for our alumni, such as continued access to library resources, connections to over 20,000 colleagues and classmates, mentoring opportunities, networking events, and career assistance. So I urge you to let us help you by staying in contact with Chamberlain through your Alumni Association. We are here for you. We want to partner with you so that you can achieve your goals and reach your dreams. Your graduation today is the beginning of a lifelong partnership with Chamberlain through your Alumni Association. Your success is our success. And now I congratulate you again, and I challenge you to be an example of an extraordinary Chamberlain nurse. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Falk. This concludes our commencement ceremony. We would like to thank our graduates, family, friends, and distinguished guests for attending tonight's ceremony. Please join me in congratulating the December 2022 graduates of Chamberlain University. Please remain seated until all faculty and graduates have exited, and have a good night.